B. Noun. A flying insect. Of the clade Anthophila within the Hymenopteran superfamily Apoidea. Crash. Noun. A sudden, intense, loud sound, as made for example by cymbals. Verb. To collide with something destructively. Fall or come down violently. Adjective. Quick, fast, intensive, impromptu. Developers. Noun. A person or entity engaged in the creation or improvement of certain classes of products. Negotiator. Noun. One who negotiates. Export. Noun. Something that is exported. Verb. To carry away. Adjective. Of or relating to exportation or exports. Loyal. Adjective. Having or demonstrating undivided and constant support for someone or something. Brewed. Verb. To make tea or coffee by mixing tea leaves or coffee beans with hot water. Develop. Verb. To change with a specific direction, progress. Clan. Noun. A group of people all descended from a common ancestor, in fact or belief. Diagnosis. Verb. To determine which disease is causing a sick person's signs and symptoms. To find the diagnosis. Noun. The identification of the nature and cause of an illness. Company. Noun. A team. A group of people who work together professionally. Verb. To accompany, keep company with. Basis. Noun. A physical base or foundation. Distractions. Noun. Something that distracts. Anchorman. Noun. The main host of a television or radio program, particularly one relating to the broadcast of news. Empathetic. Adjective. Showing empathy for others, and recognizing their feelings. Empathic. Daycare. Noun. Daytime supervision, usually of children. Greater. Adjective. Relatively large in scale, size, extent, number, i.e. having many parts or members. Or duration, i.e. relatively long, very big. F. Interjection. Used to profess respect for a deceased person, or for something that has been lost. Noun. Abbreviation. Folio. Paper and book size. 10 inches minus 12.5 by 15 inches minus 20. Noun. That which is feminine. Controversial. Adjective. Arousing controversy, a debate or discussion of opposing opinions. Links. Noun. Some text or a graphic in an electronic document that can be activated to display another document. Or trigger an action. Noun. A connection between places, people, events, things, or ideas. Verb. To connect two or more things. Noun. A torch. Used to light dark streets. Verb. To skip or trip along smartly. To go quickly. Little. Noun. A small amount. Adjective. Small in size. Adverb. Not much. Pronoun. Not much. Not a large amount. Closest. Verb. Physical. To remove a gap. Adjective. Closed, shut. Appears. Verb. To come or be in sight. To be in view. To become visible. Feeling. Verb. Heading. To use or experience the sense of touch. Noun. Sensation. Particularly through the skin. Adjective. Emotionally sensitive. Joining. Verb. To connect or combine into one. To put together. Noun. The act or result of joining. A joint or juncture. Adjoining. Verb. To be in contact or connection with. Adjective. Being in contact at some point or line. Joining to. Collect. Verb. To gather together. Amass. Adjective. To be paid for by the recipient. As a telephone call or a shipment. Adverb. With payment due from the recipient. Bodied. Adjective. In combination. Having a specified form of body. Verb. To give body or shape to something. Emits. Verb. To send out or give off. Fade. Noun. A golf shot that, for the right-handed player, curves intentionally to the right. See slice. hook, draw. Verb, to grow weak, to lose strength, to decay, to perish gradually, to wither, as a plant. Adjective, weak, insipid, tasteless. Compensation. Noun, the act or principle of compensating. Expiry. Noun, a date by which an object either should not be used or loses its value, depending upon the item. Noun, end. Termination. Expiration. Enroll. Verb, to enter a name, etc., in a register, roll or list. Covering. Verb, to place something over or upon, as to conceal or protect. Adventure. Noun, the encountering of risks, a bold undertaking, in which dangers are likely to be encountered, and the issue is staked upon unforeseen events. A daring feat. Defined. Verb, to determine with precision, to mark out with distinctness, to ascertain or exhibit clearly. Adjective, having a definition or value. Needs. Adverb, of necessity, necessarily, indispensably, used with an auxiliary verb, often must, and equivalent to of need. Foreign. Noun, a foreign person, particularly. Adjective, located outside a country or place, especially one's own. Female. Noun, one of the female, feminine, sex or gender. Adjective, belonging to the sex which typically produces eggs, ova, or to the gender which is typically associated with it. Find. Noun, anything that is found, usually valuable, as objects on an archaeological site or a person with talent. Verb, to encounter or discover by accident, to happen upon. Good. Adjective, of people. Interjection, that is good, an elliptical exclamation of satisfaction or commendation. Contract. Noun, an agreement between two or more parties to perform a specific job or work order, often temporary or of fixed duration and usually governed by a written agreement. Adjective, contracted, affianced, betrothed. Exhaust. Noun, a system consisting of the parts of an engine through which burned gases or steam are discharged. See also exhaust system. Verb, to draw or let out wholly, to drain off completely. Adjective, exhausted, used up, doubling. Verb, to multiply by 2. Noun, the process or an instance of making something double, a multiplication by 2. Inspiring. Verb, to infuse into the mind, to communicate to the spirit, to convey, as by a divine or supernatural influence, to disclose preternaturally, to produce in, as by inspiration. Noun, inspiration. Adjective, providing inspiration, encouraging, stimulating. Founded. Verb, to start, an institution or organization. Verb, to melt, especially of metal in an industrial setting. Adjective, having a basis. Doing. Verb, auxiliary, a syntactic marker. Noun, a deed or action, especially when somebody is held responsible for it. 19th. Noun, the person or thing in the 19th position. Adjective, the ordinal form of the number 19. Applicant. Noun, one who applies for something, one who makes a request, a petitioner. Hi. Noun, the word hi used as a greeting. Interjection, a friendly, informal, casual greeting said when meeting someone. Fork. Noun, a prong tool having a long straight handle, used for digging, lifting, throwing, etc. Verb, to divide into 2 or more branches. Verb, to have sexual intercourse, to copulate. End. Noun, the terminal point of something in space or time. Verb, to come to an end. Hash. Noun, food, especially meat and potatoes, chopped and mixed together. Verb, to chop into small pieces, to make into a hash. Approved. Verb, to sanction officially, to ratify, to confirm, to set as satisfactory. Verb, English law. to make profit of, to convert to one's own profit, said especially of waste or common land appropriated by the lord of the manor. Adjective, having received approval. Board. Noun, a relatively long, wide and thin piece of any material, usually wood or similar, often for use in construction or furniture making. Verb, to step or climb onto or otherwise enter a ship, aircraft, train or other conveyance. Knee. Noun, in humans, the joint or the region of the joint in the middle part of the leg between the thigh and the shank. Verb, to kneel to. Eighth. Noun, the person or thing in the eighth position. Verb, to divide by 8. Adjective, the ordinal form of the number 8. Emission. Noun, something which is emitted or sent out. Issue. Designing. Verb, to plan and carry out. A picture, work of art, construction, etc. Noun, a process of design. Adjective, artful, scheming, continuous. Adjective, without stopping, without a break, cessation, or interruption. Conditioned. Verb, to subject to the process of acclimation. Adjective, determined or dependent on some condition. Defense. Noun, the action of defending or protecting from attack, danger, or injury. Dietary. Noun, a regulated diet. Adjective, of, or relating to diet. Empire. Adjective, furniture, following or imitating a style popular during the First French Empire, 1804 to 1814. Noun, a political unit, typically having an extensive territory or comprising a number of territories or nations, especially one comprising one or more kingdoms, and ruled by a single supreme authority. Compatibility. Noun, the state of being compatible, in which two or more things are able to exist or work together in combination without problems or conflict. Barely. Adverb, degree, by a small margin. Bleeding. Verb, of a person or animal, to lose blood through an injured blood vessel. Noun, the flow or loss of blood from a damaged blood vessel. Adjective, losing blood. Adverb, used as an intensifier. Extremely. Buckets. Noun, a container made of rigid material, often with a handle, used to carry liquids or small items. Verb, to place inside a bucket. Ban. Noun, prohibition. Verb, to summon, to call out. Lets. Noun, the allowing of possession of a property, etc., in exchange for rent. Verb, to allow to, not to prevent. Plus infinitive, but usually without to. Noun, an obstacle or hindrance. Verb, to hinder, prevent, impede, hamper, cumber, to obstruct someone or something. Introducing. Verb, of people, to cause someone to be acquainted with someone else. Noun, abbreviation of million. Verb, make. Adjective, of or pertaining to the male gender. Manly. Noun, a prescribed quantity or extent. Noun, always meter, a device that measures things. Noun, the international mile, a unit of length precisely equal to 1.609344 kilometers established by treaty among Anglophone nations in 1959. Divided into 5,280 feet or 1,760 yards. Noun, a half note, drawn as a semibreve with a stem. Noun, a unit of time equal to 60 seconds. 1/60th of an hour. Noun, a period into which a year is divided, historically based on the phases of the moon. Clearer. Adjective, transparent in color. Noun, someone who or something which clears. Barbecue. Noun, a fireplace or pit for grilling food, typically used outdoors and traditionally employing hot charcoal as the heating medium. Verb, to cook food on a barbecue, to smoke it over indirect heat from high smoke fuels. Cool. Noun, a moderate or refreshing state of cold. moderate temperature of the air between hot and cold. Coolness. Adjective. Having a slightly low temperature. Mildly or pleasantly cold. Metal. Noun. Heading. Chemical elements or alloys. And the mines where their ores come from. Verb. To make a road using crushed rock, stones, etc. Adjective. Characterized by strong drum beats and distorted guitars. Confused. Verb. To puzzle, perplex, baffle, bewilder somebody. Adjective. Of a person, unable to think clearly or understand. Album. Noun. A book specially designed to keep photographs, stamps, or autographs. Clouds. Noun. A rock, boulder, a hill. Verb. To become foggy or gloomy, or obscured from sight. Article. Noun. A piece of non-fictional writing such as a story, report, opinion piece, or entry in a newspaper, magazine, journal, dictionary, encyclopedia, etc. Verb. To bind by articles of apprenticeship. Basket. Noun. A lightweight container, generally round, open at the top, and tapering toward the bottom. Verb. To place in a basket or baskets. Funny. Noun. A joke. Adjective. Amusing, humorous, comical. Adverb. In an unusual manner, strangely. Malls. Noun. A pedestrianized street, especially a shopping precinct. Burned. Verb. To cause to be consumed by fire. Conclusion. Noun. The end, finish, close or last part of something. Engineering. Verb. To design, construct or manage something as an engineer. Noun. The application of mathematics and the physical sciences to the needs of humanity and the development of technology. Jailer. Noun. One who enforces confinement in a jail or prison. Impulse. Noun. A thrust, a push, a sudden force that impels. Verb. To impel, to incite. Introduce. Verb. Of people, to cause someone to be acquainted with someone else. According. Verb. To make, to agree or correspond. To suit one thing to another. To adjust. Adjective. Agreeing. In agreement or harmony. Harmonious. Adverb. Accordingly. Correspondingly. Canned. Verb. To seal in a can. Adjective. Preserved in cans. Loose. Noun. The release of an arrow. Verb. To let loose. To free from restraints. Adjective. Not fixed in place tightly or firmly. Interjection. Begin shooting. Release your arrows. Block. Noun. A substantial, often approximately cuboid, piece of any substance. Verb. To fill something so that it is not possible to pass. Appreciated. Verb. To be grateful or thankful for. Adjective. Recognized as having value. Journalists. Noun. The keeper of a personal journal, who writes in it regularly. Anything. Noun. Someone or something of importance. Pronoun. Any object, act, state, event, or fact whatever. A thing of any kind. Something or other. Importance. Noun. The quality or condition of being important or worthy of note. Liquids. Noun. A substance that is flowing and keeping no shape, such as water. A substance of which the molecules, while not tending to separate from one another like those of a gas, readily change their relative position, and which therefore retains no definite shape, except that determined by the containing receptacle. An inelastic fluid. Dusk. Noun. A period of time at the end of day when the sun is below the horizon but before the full onset of night, especially the darker part of twilight. Verb. To begin to lose light or whiteness. To grow dusk. Adjective. Tending to darkness or blackness. Moderately dark or black. Dusky. Discarded. Verb. To throw away, to reject. Dialect. Noun. A variety of a language that is characteristic of a particular area. community or social group, differing from other varieties of the same language in relatively minor ways as regards grammar, phonology, and lexicon. Even. Noun. Diminutive. An even number. Verb. To make flat and level. Adjective. Flat and level. Adverb. Exactly. Just. Fully. 18th. Noun. The person or thing in the 18th position. Adjective. The ordinal form of the number 18. Male. Noun. One of the male, masculine, sex or gender. Adjective. Belonging to the sex which typically produces sperm, or to the gender which is typically associated with it. Minutes. Noun. A unit of time equal to 60 seconds. 1/60th of an hour. Verb. Of an event. To write in a memo or the minutes of a meeting. Noun. The official notes kept during a meeting. Doing. Verb. Auxiliary. A syntactic marker. Noun. A deed or action, especially when somebody is held responsible for it. Impressions. Noun. The indentation or depression made by the pressure of one object on or into another. Verb. To manipulate a blank key within a lock so as to mark it with impressions of the shape of the lock, which facilitates creation of a duplicate key. Civilizations. Noun. An organized culture encompassing many communities, often on the scale of a nation or a people. A stage or system of social, political or technical development. Flights. Noun. The act of flying. Verb. Of a spin bowler. To throw the ball in such a way that it has more airtime and more spin than usual. Noun. The act of fleeing. Assertive. Adjective. Boldly self-assured, confident without being aggressive. Helicopter. Noun. An aircraft that is borne along by one or more sets of long rotating blades which allow it to hover, move in any direction including reverse, or land, and typically having a smaller set of blades on its tail that stabilize the aircraft. Verb. To transport by helicopter. Drive. Noun. Motivation to do or achieve something. Ability coupled with ambition. Verb. To provide an impetus for motion or other physical change. To move an object by means of the provision of force thereto. Fixed. Verb. To pierce. Now generally replaced by transfix. Adjective. Not changing. Not able to be changed. Staying the same. Childhood. Noun. The state of being a child. Meat. Noun. The flesh, muscle tissue, of an animal used as food. Allows. Verb. To grant, give, admit, accord, afford, or yield. To let one have. Criticism. Noun. The act of criticizing, a critical judgment passed or expressed. Experiment. Noun. A test under controlled conditions made to either demonstrate a known truth, examine the validity of a hypothesis, or determine the efficacy of something previously untried. Verb. To conduct an experiment. Independent. Noun. A candidate or voter not affiliated with any political party. A free thinker. Free of a party platform. Adjective. Not dependent. Not contingent or depending on something else. Free. Myth. Noun. A traditional story which embodies a belief regarding some fact or phenomenon of experience, and in which often the forces of nature and of the soul are personified. A sacred narrative regarding a god, a hero, the origin of the world or of a people, etc. Cancelled. Verb. To cross out something with lines etc. Adjective. No longer planned or scheduled. Millionaire. Noun. Strictly. A person whose net worth is at or greater than 1 million units of the local currency, but less than 2 million. Cartoon. Noun. A humorous drawing, often with a caption, or a strip of such drawings. Verb. To draw a cartoon, a humorous drawing. Commuters. Noun. One who commutes. Etymology 1. Aim. Noun. The pointing of a weapon, as a gun, a dart, or an arrow, or object. In the line of direction with the object intended to be struck. The line of fire. The direction of anything, such as a spear, a blow, a discourse, a remark, towards a particular point or object, with a view to strike or affect it. Verb. To point or direct a missile, or a weapon which propels as missile, towards an object or spot with the intent of hitting it. Father. Noun. A. Generally human, male who begets a child. Verb. To be a father to sire. Beyond. Noun. The unknown. Adverb. Farther along or away. Preposition. Further away than. Judgment. Noun. The act of judging. File. Noun. A collection of papers collated and archived together. Verb. To commit. Official papers. To some office. Detect. Verb. To discover or find by careful search, examination, or probing. Adjective. Detected. Blooming. Verb. To cause to blossom. To make flourish. Noun. The act by which something blooms. Adjective. Opening and blossoms. Flowering. Adverb. Often followed by well, bloody, bleeding, extremely. Lab. Noun. A laboratory. Alliance. Noun. The state of being allied. Verb. To connect or unite by alliance, to ally. Breeze. Noun. A light, gentle wind. Verb. Usually with along. To move casually, in a carefree manner. Flat. Noun. An area of level ground. Verb. To make a flat call. To call without raising. Adjective. Having no variations in height. Adverb. So as to be flat. Announce. Verb. To give public notice, especially for the first time. To make known. Concept. Noun. An abstract and general idea. An abstraction. Encase. Verb. To enclose, as in a case. Fireman. Noun. Someone, especially one who is male, who is skilled in the work of fighting fire. Nanny. Noun. A child's nurse. Verb. To serve as a nanny. Density. Noun. A measure of the mass of matter contained by a unit volume. Admits. Verb. To allow to enter. To grant entrance. To. Whether into a place. Into the mind. Or into consideration. Designer. Noun. A person who designs something. Or who designs things as a profession. Adjective. Created by a designer. Especially a fashion designer. Kettle. Noun. A vessel for boiling a liquid or cooking food. Usually metal and equipped with a lid. Verb. Of the police. To contain demonstrators in a confined area. Essays. Noun. Authorship. A written composition of moderate length. Exploring a particular issue or subject. Verb. To try. Center. Noun. The point in the interior of a circle that is equidistant from all points on the circumference. Verb. To cause. An object. To occupy the center of an area. Addiction. Noun. A state that is characterized by compulsive drug use or compulsive engagement in rewarding behavior. Despite negative consequences. Needed. Verb. To have an absolute requirement for. Adjective. Necessary. Being required. Induction. Noun. An act of inducting. Nephew. Noun. A son of one's sibling. Brother-in-law. Or sister-in-law. Either a son of one's brother. Fraternal nephew. Or a son of one's sister. Sororal nephew. Confess. Verb. To admit to the truth, particularly in the context of sins or crimes committed. Correction. Noun. The act of correcting. Government. Noun. The body with the power to make and or enforce laws to control a country. Land area. People or organization. Hopeless. Adjective. Without hope. Despairing. Not expecting anything positive. Closet. Noun. Any private area. Particularly. Bowers in the open air. Verb. To shut away for private discussion. Adjective. Private. Nervous. Adjective. Of sinews and tendons. Coughed. Verb. To push air from the lungs in a quick, noisy explosion. Chips. Noun. A small piece broken from a larger piece of solid material. Verb. To chop or cut into small pieces. Noun. A carpenter. Means. Verb. To lament. Verb. To intend. Noun. Now chiefly in the plural. A method or course of action used to achieve some result. Noun. Resources. Riches. Noun. An instrument or condition for attaining a purpose. Ice. Noun. Water in frozen, solid form. Verb. To cool with ice, as a beverage. Employer. Noun. A person, firm or other entity which pays for or hires the services of another person. Delegate. Noun. A person authorized to act as representative for another. A deputy. Verb. To authorize someone to be a delegate. Actively. Adverb. In an active manner. Capable. Adjective. Able and efficient. Having the ability needed for a specific task. Having the disposition to do something. Permitting or being susceptible to something. Bedroom. Noun. A room in a house where a bed is kept for sleeping. Cruise. Noun. A sea or lake voyage. Especially one taken for pleasure. Verb. To sail about. Especially for pleasure. Discrimination. Noun. Discernment. The act of discriminating, discerning, distinguishing, noting or perceiving differences between things. With intent to understand rightly and make correct decisions. Draw up. Verb. To compose, a document, especially following a standard form. Maid. Noun. A girl or an unmarried young woman. Maiden. Listening. Verb. To pay attention to a sound or speech. Adjective. Of something or someone that listens. Aid. Noun. An assistant. Declare. Verb. To make clear, explain, interpret. 19. Numeral. The cardinal number occurring after 18 and before 20. Represented in Roman numerals as 19 and in Arabic numerals as 19. It is the last, largest of the teens. Danger. Noun. Exposure to likely harm. Peril. Verb. To claim liability. Discount. Noun. A reduction in price. Verb. To deduct from an account. Debt. Charge. And the like. Adjective. Of a store. Specializing in selling goods at reduced prices. Maps. Noun. A visual representation of an area. Whether real or imaginary. Verb. To create a visual representation of a territory. Etc. Via cartography. Howl. Noun. The protracted, mournful cry of a dog or a wolf. Or other like sound. Verb. To utter a loud, protracted, mournful sound or cry, as dogs and wolves often do. Asking. Verb. To request information, or an answer to a question. Noun. The act or process of posing a question or making a request. Murder. Noun. The crime of deliberately killing another person without justification. Verb. To deliberately kill a person or persons without justification, especially with malice aforethought. Gaps. Noun. An opening in anything made by breaking or parting. Verb. To notch, as a sword or knife. Noun. An elected head of a Gawag in Bhutan. Heating. Verb. To cause an increase in temperature of an object or space. To cause to become hot. Often with up. Noun. A system that raises the temperature of a room or building. Compare heater. Adjective. Causing heat. Imply. Verb. Of a proposition. To have as a necessary consequence. Liberal. Noun. One with liberal views. Supporting individual liberty. See Wikipedia's article on liberalism. Adjective. Now rare outside set phrases. Pertaining to those arts and sciences the study of which is considered to provide general knowledge. As opposed to vocational, occupational, technical or mechanical training. Coordinate. Noun. A number representing the position of a point along a line, arc, or similar one-dimensional figure. Verb. To synchronize. Activities. Adjective. Of the same rank, equal. Breast. Noun. Either of the two organs on the front of a female human's chest, which contain the mammary glands. Also the analogous organs in males. Verb. To push against with the breast. To meet full on. Oppose. Face. Creative. Noun. A person directly involved in a creative marketing process. Adjective. Tending to create things, or having the ability to create. Often. Excellently. In a novel fashion. Or any or all of these. Estimate. Noun. A rough calculation or assessment of the value, size, or cost of something. Verb. To calculate roughly, often from imperfect data. Married. Noun. A married person. Adjective. In a state of marriage. Having a wife or a husband. Verb. To enter into the conjugal or connubial state. To take a husband or a wife. Eating. Verb. To ingest. To be ingested. Adjective. Bread to be eaten. Butter. Noun. A soft, fatty foodstuff made by churning the cream of milk. Generally cow's milk. Verb. To spread butter on. Evidence. Noun. Facts or observations presented in support of an assertion. Verb. To provide evidence for, or suggest the truth of. Lambda. Noun. The 11th letter of the classical and modern Greek alphabet. The 12th of the Old Greek alphabet. Actively. Adverb. In an active manner. Import. Noun. Something brought in from an exterior source. Especially for sale or trade. Verb. To bring something in from a foreign country. Especially for sale or trade. Durability. Noun. Permanence by virtue of the power to resist stress or force. Forester. Noun. A person who practices forestry. Clearly. Adverb. Manner. In a clear manner. Magnifying. Verb. To praise, glorify, someone or something, especially God. Memorize. Verb. To learn by heart, commit to memory. Auditorium. Noun. A large room for public meetings or performances.